Hey everyone, welcome back, and this is my review of Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, Episode 2. You know something I really admire about Studio Ufotable? They are able to make episodes that are literally no action, just talking, and explaining exposition and whatnot, have them be some of the most interesting, or having them be some of the best episodes of the season, or even of the year. That's how fucking amazing Ufotable is. Now, first off, I do have to say there was an animation drop in this episode. Unfortunately, most people are missing it because they don't know what animation is. Allow me to explain. Animation constitutes how much is moving in frame. So, and there was very little moving in the exposition scenes in this episode. That doesn't mean it's bad, but there was just very little moving in the exposition scenes of the episode, making it have quite a bit of an animation drop. Okay? Again, that doesn't make it bad, I'm just saying. Okay, and obviously screen moving doesn't count. So, there was an animation drop in this episode a major one that I noticed, which again means it's far cry from the animation of Fate Zero. Sadly. But anyways, though. So anyways, I want to talk about Kirei Kotomine real quick. Kirei Kotomine, I do not like this character. I never really have. And I like him even less now because he's trash-talking fucking Kiritsugu Emiya. You do not trash-talk Kiritsugu fucking Emiya, okay? Seriously. Probably hate to say it, but he's probably the most badass character in Fate Zero. I mean, Saber was pretty badass, but Kiritsugu Emi is probably the most badass character in Fate Zero. He's an awesome, and other than that, he was just an awesome character, a very good character. I loved Kiritsugu Emiya. You do not trash talk him like that. Like Kiritsugu was saying about, how the previous person who obtained the Grail in the previous Holy Grail War was weak because he refused to kill every single master. And so he obtained an incomplete Grail, and that means he was weak. And even Rin afterwards was basically saying, Kiritsugu Emiya is, or she didn't say his name, but she basically said that the previous master was weak. Seriously, you do not trash talk that fucking man like this, okay? Shut up, both of you. Shut up, Kotomine, and shut up, Rin. That's all I have to say about that. Just shut the hell up, seriously. And, I never really liked Kotomine anyways, for several reasons, which I'm not going to state here because they have nothing to do with this. Or maybe I'll bring it up some other time. But anyways, though, that being said, this episode was mainly just Shiro being explained what exactly it means to be a master, what exactly the Holy Grail is. First, Rin started explaining it to him, then to get a better explanation of it, she took him to Kotomine, who basically now serves as her guardian, okay, as well as her second teacher after her father's death, which I think, if we watch Fate Zero, I think we all know who killed her father. Which obviously she doesn't even know that yet. But anyways, though, so yeah, and he basically explains it, and Shiro at the end does decide to be a master, but just simply because he doesn't want the Holy Grail to fall into evil hands, basically. Someone who would use it for evil. Okay, what exactly he would use it for, I don't think he's really came up with a wish yet, but still. And then afterwards, he and Saber agreed to be partners, basically. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the explanations. But it takes up the vast majority of the episode, and you would think something like that would get boring after a while, but it really doesn't, because this is Studio Ufotable, and they can do fucking anything. Okay, really. Oh my fucking god. But I want to talk about the end of this episode too, real quick. Ilya. In the entire Fate franchise, she's probably my second favorite female. Second only to Saber, of course. Ilya. Along with Berserker, of course, because if you're aware, in the Fifth Holy Grail War, she commands the servant Berserker. And this one is Hercules, for you don't know, and I believe that means that he actually has to die 7 times before he's truly killed, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of a spoiler, I guess, but not really. So yeah, I cannot wait for the next episode because of that, because even, like, Saber is supposed to be the strongest class, but Saber's weakened, and as we learned in this episode, Shiro doesn't have enough mana to continuously supply it to Saber, okay, so that Saber can sustain life in this world. So it'd be a real pain in the ass, I think, for even Saber to have to deal with Berserker alone, which tells me that Shiro and Rin might actually team up again and just this once, and Saber and Archer might help each other in taking out Berserker. That'd actually be a pretty interesting fight. Saber and Archer teaming up. I would love to fucking see that, okay? I mean, I know this route obvious. I know they're going to team up again eventually anyways, because this route is basically Shiro and Rin fall in love, but still, this early on, I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but it'd be really cool if it did, because those two teaming up, those two are probably my 2 favorite servants in Fate Stay Night, so, yeah, seeing those 2 team up would be pretty fucking cool, okay, I do have to admit that, but I'm so glad that it seems like in the next episode, Ilya is finally going to obtain major screen time as a master, okay. Now, for those of you unaware, Shiro and Ilya are technically step-siblings, okay. Ilya was Kiritsugu's real daughter, which he was never able to, which the Ainsburn family actually held captive him because she's an Ainsburn, okay. And the deal was that he'd bring the Holy Grail to them, and he'd get his daughter back, but he actually betrayed them by ordering Saber to destroy the Holy Grail. So they actually never allowed Kiritsugu to see his daughter ever again. Instead, they groomed her to being a master in the 5th Holy Grail lore. Shiro is, obviously, Kiritsugu's adopted son. Okay. However, these 2 have no idea that they're even step siblings, which is going to be really interesting. I don't think they ever found out either in Fate Stay Night. At least in Dean's adaptation they didn't. And I know that was supposed to combine together all 3 routes. I'm not sure if they're going to find out in this adaptation or not. I'd like it if they did. I mean, because it would add a lot of drama and conflict to the story, of course. But I'm not sure if they're going to or not. But Ilya is that one female that didn't get a route that I really wish that she did. Like, I really wish there was a 4th route specifically for Ilya. Because I know they're technically step siblings, but that's just it. They're not even related by blood, and they didn't even know that don't even know they were siblings, or step siblings, at least at first. So I really wish that she got a route, and she never did. And that kind of makes me mad, okay? That she never actually got an actual route in Fate Stay Night. But either way, though, I cannot wait for the next episode, if only to see Ilya. And my love for Ilya isn't just solely based on Fate Khalid, okay? That's not it. I mean, first when I watched Fate Stay Night, I really liked her character. Then I watched Fate Zero, and I really liked her character even more. Then I watched both seasons of Fate Khalid, and I loved it even more, okay? So I'm sure that so Fate Khalid only went to further enhance it. I'm pretty sure that this is going to go to even further enhance it yet even more in this series, okay? Because I really love Ilya. For me, my 3 favorite female characters in the series would be Saber, then Ilya, then Rin. But either way, though, if you have yet to see this week's episode of Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, I definitely recommend that you do. It was fantastic, as always. As always. Oh my god. The art, the animation, like I said, did have a drop in this episode, unfortunately, but the art was amazing, the music was outstanding, both the opening and the ending, and just, I'm amazed at how Studio Ufotable is able to make this season, is able to make, talking so fucking good. Literally almost nothing but talking. So fucking good. Although I suspect a huge scale battle to come next episode. So anyways, overall, hope you enjoyed this review, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.